Now, from your weather authority, meteorologist Cody Bailey.
As expected, it's been a very active, very rainy situation for our Saturday, and also kind of mapping out the outlook that was listed by the National Weather Service down to the south, really concentrating over central and western Kentucky as the bullseye, so to speak, of the heavy rainfall totals. We'll get to those totals in a moment, but first, a quick recap of our almanac for Evansville. We did hit a high of 49 degrees earlier today, a low this morning of 36. We'll see how quick those temperatures drop as the cold front is starting to slice through the tri-state. You'll see that the precipitation gauge on the almanac is blank. That's because, well, as fate would have it, the day we're expecting the most rain, the rain gauge is not measuring anything out at the airport. But we do have reports, at least on the southeast side of Evansville, of about 2.5 inches as you get into the southeast side and over closer to the Angel Mounds area. We had a spotter report that a little bit ago. So you could estimate 2 to 3 inches possibly for the city of Evansville. Down to the south, much more impressive totals there. But we still have those flash flood warnings that you see in those shades of blue, which also encompasses parts of Posey, Henderson, Vandenberg, and Warwick counties. That will go until 11 o'clock tonight as the rain continues. That green, that's the flood watch, and then some aerial flood warnings in our eastern counties, Hancock, Kentucky, Perry, Indiana. Here's live Doppler radar. The rain continues to still fall here at a pretty good clip with moderate rainfall and a pretty decent area of some lightning as well. You can see those lightning strikes on Doppler radar. The leading edge of the potentially strong to at times severe storms, and we had a little bit of that, tasted that about 6 to 6:30 this evening when we had that tornado warning for parts of Hopkins and Muhlenberg counties. So the leading edge of that severe threat now pushing to the east, so not a concern for us. We did have some reports. Again, the southeast side of Evansville, about 2.5 inches of rain. We had some water covering roadways across parts of Webster, Hopkins, down to Muhlenberg and Ohio counties as well. That's what you see there on the flood reports. And here's a look at our estimated rainfall totals. We've seen consistent reports across western Kentucky of ground confirmation of anything between about 3.5 to 4 inches of rain, at least a couple of hours ago. But our Doppler radar is picking up on those shades of darker reds and even purples, 6.5 to 7 inches of rain. Basically along and north of the Western Kentucky Parkway. Near Dawson Springs, 6.7. Closer to the Central City area, about 6.7 to 7 inches as you get right onto the Muhlenberg, Ohio County line. And then up to the northeast, southern Hancock, northeastern Ohio counties, between 5 to 6 inches of rain. And as I mentioned, that was kind of the outlook bullseye area that the Weather Service was looking at with this event. So not that we wanted that rain, obviously, the flooding very dangerous, but it looks like pretty much mapping out and panning out as we kind of expected. The lightning is backing off a little bit, some dark skies with the rain still falling down in Central City. Our Austin Holmes tower camera was lighting up quite a bit earlier this evening. Same story with raindrops on the lens, as you can see there from our Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction tower camera in Owensboro. Camera rocking a little bit. The winds are going to be picking up tonight and tomorrow as temperatures drop. So unfortunately, a very cold Sunday on the way. And this rain, we'll show you Future Tracker in a moment, is going to transition to a little bit of snow overnight tonight. We'll map that out here for you in just a moment. Our Diamond Valley Federal Credit Union tower camera showing the rainy conditions continuing, and pretty easy to spot where the cold front is right now, where it's 55 in Greenville, 59 degrees in Beaver Dam, 46 though for Evansville, Henderson, 44 in Princeton, and already 39 behind that front in Fairfield. We're going to fall through the 30s and settle around the freezing mark by daybreak tomorrow morning. So we could, in addition to the snowy conditions, may have some water freezing on the roadways. The other thing we'll watch, this will spill into next week. Flash flooding tonight, river flooding, that's going to be a long-term event. We'll see the Ohio and Evansville go above flood stage by next week, Thursday. And major flooding is expected on the Green River and Calhoun, rising another 5.5 feet by Tuesday evening. And it's going to go well above flood stage, already there at 25.8 feet. All right, here's Future Tracker, because again, we'll see the rain, at least the heavy rain, push east of the tri-state after midnight. And on the back edge of this, with that colder air rushing through, some light to at times steadier snow showers pushing through. Not a lot of accumulation at first, but we'll have to see as you wake up tomorrow morning. Don't be surprised if we see some slick spots, really about a half inch to maybe an inch of accumulation basically pretty much on the ground, the grassy surfaces, but could have some slick spots early in the morning. Wind chill factors tomorrow are going to be making it feel like it's in the teens for tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Lows next week in the single digits, but we have another system that could drop several inches of snowfall still several days out, so we won't talk specifics until the models start to get a better handle. But this winter storm right here coming Tuesday evening through Wednesday morning has the potential to drop quite a bit of snow on us. Just kind of for reference of what we're looking at, some of the model guidance is showing no less than 2 to 3 inches, some considerably higher. So we'll watch that very closely. Snow alert already on the board for your Wednesday. Bitter cold coming our way, highs in the 20s, lows next week, Emily, down in the single digits.